For the people who just joined us, we are holding an emergency protest today for in Palestine who are undergoing ethnic cleansing, but also forced starvation as a tactic used by the Zionist entity to carry out their settler colonial Zionist project. Shame! We are also here to speak about the brave people of conscience on the freedom flotilla, the Hanzala, who have gone on a mission to deliver aid to Gaza, who are kidnapped by the Israeli terrorist forces. Shame! I repeat again to all of you, are we tired? No! Again, are we tired? No! Will we stop? No! Will we stop? No! There we go, keep your energy up for the whole protest.
Everyone today, on this day, people who are standing with the most dignity and justice are those who are standing against starvation and genocide. The fact of the matter is that there are people who pretend, who claim that they are upholders of human rights and human dignity in these buildings right here, and they are failing each and every one of us. More importantly, they are failing the people of Gaza and Palestine as a whole. Shame! The ship Hanzala is more than the aid that it was carrying. It is a symbol of solidarity and international consciousness. Named after Naji al-Ali's iconic refugee child, it carries meaning to so many and carries the weight of the movement behind it as a symbol of solidarity and the wanting of the liberation of the Palestinian people. The ship was carrying medicine, was carrying baby formula, the basic fundamentals of life, things that we all take for granted here and now, the things that none of us can survive without. The people of Palestine have been living without it for months and months, and our governments are failing to do anything at all. In fact, they are actually complicit. They are engaging in the genocide, providing weapons to the Zionist entity and providing cover to them in their actions by giving them political cover, by enabling their rhetoric. Our media is equally complicit in its failure to cover the plight of the Palestinian people with the just dignity that they deserve, by failing to acknowledge, even calling it a genocide in the first place, something that all of us know it has been from the very beginning. The genocide and ethnic cleansing of the Palestinian people did not start in October. It started back in 1948, and they have failed to recognize that from the very beginning. Shame! The crew of the Hanzala were kidnapped yesterday night in international waters, a flagrant failure of the so-called international law that this country and others have pretended to uphold for the last 70-odd years. They are not criminals. They have done nothing wrong. They are, in fact, heroes. They should be recognized as such. This pattern that Israel is portraying and putting out there of continuously criminalizing and abducting and holding hostage, in fact, the people who are providing aid, who are doing the just work and providing dignity and the human rights to the Palestinian people, is emblematic of the fact that Israel is and has always been a pariah state, and it will continue to be so long as it, in fact, it cannot be anything other than a pariah state. It is, in fact, not a just state in its existence. It was built on ethnic cleansing. It was built on the genocide of Palestinian people. And so, therefore, we must call for freedom for the Palestinian people from the river to the sea in all of the 1948 charities, 48 territories. We hold the UK government accountable for this. It is responsible for this. The inception of the Israeli state is the responsibility of the British state, and therefore we as citizens of the British state have to hold it accountable. We have to say, not in our name! Not in our name! We must call for the UK government to reject the Zionist state and call for it to impose sanctions, as it should have done many, many years ago. We need the UK government, and we will continue to pressure the UK government to take action on this. The fact of the matter is, the Palestinian people's freedom is our freedom. The fact is that as we are oppressed here for standing against the genocide of the Palestinian people, we are under the same boot heel of imperialism as the Palestinian people. Imperialism in the Zionist entity, imperialism in Gaza, in Palestine, is the same imperialism that we experience here when the police arrest people for peacefully protesting against the genocide. And so, we need to call on our government to keep on, call on our government to stand against this. We need to call for them to free the crew of the Handala, and we need to end the siege, end arms sales, and we need to cut ties with the apartheid state. So, in calling for that, we need to make sure they can hear us. So, from the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
And from the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
We won't be intimidated!
We won't be intimidated!
We'll stop till we're liberated!
We'll stop till we're liberated!
We free!
Palestine!
We free!
Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river!
Palestine will live forever!
No peace on stolen land!
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 And we won't be intimidated!
We won't be intimidated!
We'll stop till we're liberated!
We'll stop till we're liberated!
One,
We are the people!
two,
We won't be silent!
three,
Stop the bombing now! 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 Now!
four! We'll free our people! We'll free our land! Six! We'll kick the silence out! 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 One!
We are the people!
Two!
We won't be silent!
Three!
Stop the bombing now! 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 Now!
Four!
We are the people!
Five!
We bring the land!
Six!
We kick the silence out! 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 Out!
Free! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free! Free Palestine! Free! Free! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free the people! Free the land!
Free the people! Free the land!
No peace on stolen land!
No peace on stolen land!
Free! Free! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
No peace on stolen land!
No peace on stolen land!
Free! Free! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Up with liberation!
Up with liberation!
Up with liberation!
Up with liberation!
Down with occupation!
Down with occupation!
Up with liberation!
Up with liberation!
Down with occupation!
Down with occupation!
We won't be intimidated! عربية فلسطين عربية
فلسطين عربية
من المية للمية فلسطين عربية
فلسطين عربية
إسرائيل هرمية
إسرائيل عربية I'm gonna pass the mic now to my amazing mom, revolutionary Mama Azza.
Can you hear me, all of you? Yes. Can I take the permission to sit down because I cannot stand for a long time? My name is Azza. I'm Haya's mom, and I'm very. I want to tell you first of all, I'm very proud of all of you. Very proud of the students because actually the students ignited something when it began in the USA and then it came here. Yes. It ignited the awareness of the people around the world. But does this mean that the students are alone? No. It should be the workers, the people, we all together, because the students without, as we say in Egypt, the masses, nothing will happen. It's all, we are all collective. I just want to say that what's happening now and all this brutality and all this cruelty may seem that they are winning. On the contrary, they are not winning. You are winning. The people are winning. Because I have to give credit to the people in Gaza, to the people in Palestine. By their steadfastness, by their faith that they will get back their land, they showed the whole world what's the meaning to stick to your right. They even taught us what's the meaning of real liberation. Because it's not only in our Arab countries, by the way, but it's even here. You saw it yourselves here in these Western countries who used to claim that there is freedom of speech and there is democracy. And then when it came to Palestine, nothing. When the people are in the streets asking for ceasefire, asking for all the massacres that's happening there to stop, and then the parliament go and vote for no ceasefire, it shows you that people don't count to these regimes, that they were fooling their own nations for years and years. Shame! So I'll keep being grateful to the people in Palestine because they exposed this hypocrisy. They exposed the media hypocrisy here, and they even exposed the so-called first world countries that have principles and have freedom. They showed them and they showed their real faces. Going back again to the students, I'm happy. Why? Because these students ignited something I never dreamed of. Me, as an old lady, when I used to go and visit some Western countries, you'll find the picture completely different. You'll find the people thinking that the Palestinians are terrorists and that the Israelis are the good ones who are victimized and they don't know what to do. But now, I never dreamed in my life that I'll find here in the British soil, British and different nationalities saying and admitted that it is an occupation. And this shows what these students are doing. They are actually changing the ugly, filthy, incorrect, twisted history. Again and again, I'll say, but they, without us, the masses, no, they cannot. It's a collective thing together. By the way, yesterday when Haya saw that the Zionist entity seized Hanzalة, and when she saw this so-called ceasefire for 8 hours, can you imagine the humiliation? she was so angry and said, I'm going to do a protest with of course, with the SOAS liberated zone. And I told her, Aya, it's Sunday, people are very exhausted, maybe they won't show up. Some people are overwhelmed, and I can understand this. And so she told me, Mama, do we have this luxury? How? Then what about the people in Gaza? How can we even claim that we are tired? No, we cannot. Because people in Gaza, by the way, see what you're doing. Very proud of what you're doing, because you are helping them, as I said, to expose the West and to show the people around the world what they suffered for 100 years. What's happening now is a complete shift in history.
Yes.
And that's why the Western regimes, by the way, who planted, especially Britain, who planted this Zionist entity in the region for their own benefits, to keep exploiting the region for its own benefits. Same for the traitor Arab leaders. Why are they doing that? Why aren't they with the resistance? Why are they against the people in Gaza? Because they know that if Palestine is free, they are off their thrones and their chairs. And that's why they are fighting, and completely, not only complicit, they are part of what's happening in Gaza and in Palestine. Considering Sisi, this guy who claims that he is protecting Gaza and he doesn't want to displace the Palestinians, I'm sorry, while he was in the White House in 2016, he was the first Arab leader to admit that he will help in the deal of the century. And what is the deal of the century? Is displacing the Palestinians from Gaza to Egypt and from Jordan, from the West Bank to Jordan, which shows all of them, all of the Arab countries. Can you imagine that after the 7th of October, Jordan was one of the most countries that exported food and supplies to the Zionist entity, while the people in Gaza are starving? This Qatar, Saudi, and all these countries, they pay, and Emirates, of course, the most evil, where, by the way, the aeroplanes that went to bomb Gaza, it came out of the Emirates. They paid Trump trillions of dollars, while the people in Gaza are still starving. And why are they doing that? Because they know that the people in Gaza and in Palestine actually lighted the way to the freedom of our countries, and again to the freedom of all the nations around the world. These so-called superpowers only care about themselves, only care about their benefits. Even here in the UK, what did Starmer do? He cut off from the disabled $1 million while he is aiding the Israelis in order to bomb Gaza. What's this? They don't care about the people. We should show them that we are the real power. And to show you an example, by the way, this so-called ceasefire for one day, it was because of the pressure of you guys in the streets, everywhere. So, I'm very, very, very proud of you, proud of the students. I have to give credit to the SOAS Liberated Zone. I don't know if people know here, they're the only student camp around the world that remained for 1 year and 3 months. They were evicted from the campus, went to another point in the campus, and now they are actually in the streets in front of the university telling them, we will not stop until you divest from all these companies who are complicit in what's happening. And I know I took a lot, sorry, but I had to tell you that I'm very proud. We have to keep the pressure. Thank you, Haya, for saying that we have to do this. We don't have the luxury to stop because people in Gaza are suffering and till this moment. And again, I'll say, it's not only since 2 years or so, since the 7th of October, it has been going on for 100 years. And yet, of all what's happening, they say we're getting back our land. We were not leaving our land. And I'll never forget, ever in my life till I die, this man who was in front of the rubble of his own building where he lost 35 members of his family, including wife, children, uncles, brothers, sisters, and yet he looked and said, Ya Allah, it's all for you, it's for Palestine, it's for our land. I'm not leaving, we're not leaving. Thank you very much. Before I leave, I don't know, some people of you know me, I have my favorite chant and I cannot say it. From London to Palestine! From London to Palestine! Fuck you, Israel! Fuck you, Israel! Fuck you, Israel! Fuck you, Israel! From London to Palestine! Fuck you, Israel! Fuck you, Israel! Not loud enough. And I want it to be roaring, يعني. From London to Palestine! Fuck you, Israel! Fuck you, Israel! London لفلسطين! تسقط إسرائيل! تسقط إسرائيل! وحرية فلسطين عربية! فلسطين حرة والصهيوني برا settlers go back home. Palestine is not your home. Settlers go back home. Palestine is not your home. There is only one state. Palestine 48. Palestine 48. There is only one solution. Intifada resolution. Intifada. Long live the Intifada. Long live the Intifada. Thank you. Please make some noise for Mama Israel. There is only one state!
Palestinian brothers and sisters, given the fact that we are over 20 months into this genocide and it's intensifying every single day. Shame! Some people have said that no one will show up on Sunday, today's Sunday. Some people have said that people are tired or overwhelmed, but I ask you again, are you tired? No! Are you overwhelmed? No! Will we stop fighting? No! Yet again, another freedom flotilla, the Hanzala, was seized by the Zionist entity with the activists being kidnapped. Shame! Shame! These brave people of conscience once again took matters into their own hands, and whilst this was happening, the so-called Zionist entity put a so-called pause on the genocide for a few hours. And not even a few hours in, they broke this so-called pause with airstrikes in Gaza City, and just today, as I mentioned earlier, over 53 Palestinians were murdered. Shame! Do they think that the dignified people of Gaza are fools? Do they think we are fools? We see right through their lies. We see right through their hypocrisy. Shame! What we are seeing now is starvation. Not a famine, starvation by design. It is forced, engineered, and weaponized. This is not about food being unavailable. It is about food and aid being intentionally withheld. And that is where the hypocrisy of these regimes and the world becomes more and more evident. The UN, the so-called guardian of peace and liberation, the so-called guardian of peace and liberation is non-existent as it drowns in its layers of bureaucracy. The so-called Gaza Humanitarian Fund is the same one backed by the US and the Zionist entity carrying out their settler colonial project. They poison aid with oxycodone and masquerade aid through slaughter to fulfill their ethnic cleansing settler colonial project. And recently we saw over 900 Palestinians being murdered whilst going to get aid. Over 900 Palestinians were murdered whilst going to get aid to try to feed their families. Shame! Let me ask the world, what do they mean when they say one day? Do children, men and women only eat one day a week? Does grief have an expiration date? Do mothers only bury their children on a schedule they approve? Do they think they can throw a bunch of small tiny packets of food from planes like scraps and call that aid? They call it humanitarianism, but that is not humanitarianism. That is mockery, and that is humiliation in its highest form. Shame! We have seen thousands of trucks waiting at Rafah. They need at least 300 trucks every single day. And that number was from before, and now it is not nearly as enough. But what is Egypt doing? What is Sisi doing? Let me speak it clearly. Egypt is complicit in the genocide in Gaza. Sisi and his regime are complicit in the ongoing genocide in Gaza. Shame! The Egyptian regime has helped enforce this blockade. They have aided the closure of the Rafah crossing. How dare they? How dare they claim that the law prevents them from opening that border when that same so-called law is being violated every single second by the bombs falling on our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Sisi parades as the guardian of the Rafah border, but he is guarding death, torture, and destruction of our Palestinian siblings. And where are the other Arab leaders? Jordan exporting goods to the Zionist entity whilst there are videos of Palestinian children to eat grass because there is nothing else. Shame! Saudi, the UAE, Qatar, who gave trillions to Western war machines. Morocco, normalizing whilst Gaza is vaporized. Morocco have exposed themselves because some of their army are training with other sectors of the IOF. Shame! The Arab leaders have betrayed their brothers and sisters, our brothers and sisters. They have betrayed our cause and they have betrayed themselves. The people of Gaza carry dignity, they carry strength, and they know they have exposed the whole world for their hypocrisy and the entire world for its crimes. Shame! We will not be distracted by their performative poses. We will not be silenced by their one-day lies, because even in their cruelty, we saw something else. We saw that our pressure works, that the voice of the people will rise, and that the power of the people will continue to fight for Palestinian liberation by any means necessary. What I mentioned is just the starvation. What about the killing, the bombing, the families erased from civil records because no one survived to say that they existed? We are here to amplify their voices. What about the cities flattened, schools, universities, hospitals, power stations reduced to rubble and ash? What about the last standing church in Gaza being bombed? What about every single mosque and hospital and university being destroyed? What about the increasing settler violence in the West Bank and the overtaking of Al Ibrahimi Mosque? The tens of thousands in prison. Shame! What about the 2 million Palestinians displaced, the women raped, the men tortured, and their children imprisoned? This is their deal of the century. It's been proposed by Donald Trump. A century of dispossession, ethnic cleansing, and slow death. A deal that wants to displace Palestinians from Gaza to Sinai and from the West Bank to Jordan. A deal written in blood, signed in betrayal, and designed to erase Palestine. And what do we hear from the so-called Arab leaders? Cowards, betrayal, treachery. They are murderers, they are complicit, each and every single one of them. Shame! And yet the world, these regimes are still negotiating with the Zionist entity. Where are the sanctions? We are not calling for an arms embargo. We are calling for full sanctions on the Zionist entity and the United States once and for all. Where is the punishment for genocide? What do Tharmer and David Lammy mean when they condemn violence? They defend apartheid, they defend genocide and settler colonialism. They are not leaders, they are enablers, active participants. Their hands are stained with the blood of the Palestinians. They are the ones renewing death parts of arms of F-35 death jets to the Zionist entity. Shame! But let us also look in the mirror. Let us not pretend we are innocent, because silence is complicity, and complicity is the blood of our Palestinian brothers and sisters. If we scroll and do nothing, if we whisper when we should roar, if we wait for someone else to act, then we are part of the machinery that is starving and aiding the massacre of Palestinian men, women, and children. How dare we not act? How dare we not act? I will never forget the old man who died waiting with a cup in his hand, hoping for food. The woman who fainted from hunger behind the journalist. The child who asked his mother, "Why don't we eat anymore?" The boy who said he dreams of food in paradise and smiled as he imagined the taste before being killed by hunger. Because the only meal he can imagine is a meal in Jannah. This struggle demands long breath, but we continue. We are already winning. We are already winning. Why else are they putting out all of this repression? Why else is the state panicking? Because they see it. The fire, the unity, the awareness. The Zionist entity is crumbling. Every sector of it is crumbling. And Western imperialism is being dismantled. We are seeing more boats of people of conscience taking matters into their own hands to deliver aid. Make some noise for the Freedom Flotilla. Because they have done what our governments are failing to do. We are seeing people across the globe shutting down their Egyptian embassies because of the treachery of Sisi and his regime. The West said freedom and gave us surveillance. They said democracy and are enabling a genocide. And when we speak, they panic because they know that the real power lies with us, the people. And when the people awaken, empires fall. Let me remind you of Hanzala, the child who turned his back on the lies of the world and never grew up because children in Palestine are not allowed to. Let me remind you of Tiago Avila, attacked during the last Freedom Flotilla, the Madeleine, and still said, we will return to sail again. Because courage is contagious, because humanity is a fire that cannot be extinguished. And let me remind you of the students. They say the youth hold apathy, that the students are distracted, but they are wrong. They are wrong because they are afraid. From the campuses of the US, to the streets of France, to the student movement in Bangladesh, to the tents in Colombia, and here in the heart of London, students have revived a tradition of truth-telling and defiance that power cannot digest. And let it be known today that the SOAS liberated zone for Gaza is still standing and still resisting, that students from across London and the UK, including universities like SOAS, UAL, Imperial, Liverpool, Newcastle, LSE, KCL, all across the globe are resisting. We are not here for symbolism. We are not here to simply raise awareness without action. We are here until our demands are met, until divestment becomes reality, until academic complicity is exposed and dismantled. And for that courage, students have been arrested, expelled, suspended, betrayed by their universities, yet they still rise. And why do they rise? Because they know that from South Africa to Vietnam, from Chile to Palestine, it has always been the students who refused to look away when the world wanted them to. It has always been the students who resisted. But our struggle is unified. It includes the workers, the academics, the healthcare professionals, every single one of them. Because we, the masses, are united and our struggles are united. We are standing in the footsteps of every revolution that dared to dream. We are unified and we will continue to globalize the student intifada. We will continue until our goals of revolution are achieved, until Palestine is completely liberated from the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
And to those in power, I also say, your bombs have created martyrs, but many more fighters in Palestine rise. And our martyrs' legacies are carried with us wherever we go because they are never forgotten. You will never kill their truth. You will never kill the spirit of resistance. So one more time I ask you, will we be intimidated? No! Will we stop fighting? No! As loud as we can, in the thousands, in the millions!
We are all Palestinians.
In the thousands, in the millions!
We are all Palestinians.
Free the people, free the land!
Free the people, free the land.
No peace on stolen land!
No peace on stolen
free the land.
Free the people, free the land.
No peace, no stolen land. And we want the implementation. Wait until we're liberated.
Once until we're liberated.
1,
For the people,
2,
we won't be silent.
3,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
4, 6, 6.
Fight is
Out, 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 out. 1,
for the people,
2,
we won't be silent.
3,
Stop the bombing now, 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 now.
4. We'll free our people. We'll free our land. We'll kick the Zionists out, 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 out. 1,
For the people,
2,
we won't be silent.
3.
Stop the bombing now,
Now, now, now. 4,
we'll free our people.
5,
We'll free our land.
6. We'll kick the Zionists out, 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 out. Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Long live intifada.
Long live intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Long live intifada.
Long live intifada.
Intifada al-Qarar. Intifada intisar.
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada al-Qarar. Intifada intisar.
Intifada, intifada.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
the occupation,
Shut it down.
the occupation,
Shut it down.
Zionism,
Shut it down.
Zionism,
Shut it down.
apartheid rule,
Shut it down.
apartheid rule,
Shut it down.
voodoo rule,
Shut it down.
siege on Gaza,
Shut it down.
siege on Gaza,
Shut it down.
starvation,
Shut it down.
starvation,
Shut it down.
ILF,
Shut it down.
ILF,
Shut it down.
Met police,
Shut it down.
Met police,
Shut it down.
the UK government,
Shut it down.
the UK government,
Shut it down.
ethnic cleansing,
Shut it down.
ethnic cleansing,
Shut it down.
Arma Peace,
Shut it down.
Sarah,
Shut it down.
UCL,
Shut it down.
LSE,
Shut it down.
KCL,
Shut it down.
UAL,
Shut it down.
UK government,
Shut it down.
the UK government,
Shut it
the
down.
whole damn system,
Shut it down.
the whole damn system.
Shut it down.
If the people don't get it,
Shut it down.
if the people don't get it,
Shut it down.
north, south, east, west, we will let the government rest. We will let the government rest. We want justice, we want action.
We want justice. We want action.
We want boycott, we want sanction.
We want boycott.